Good evening. So I'm finishing up, but I'm noticing that the tire, hold on, the tire has a little plate. This one. So when you look over there where the tire rod is, you can see that there's a little plate here on this one. This one's not that bad. The one that's freaking me out is this one over here. Check this out. The one on the passenger side. Look at that. Look at this. I already put in everything under here, the axles. I put new seals so they don't burst out, leaking. I'm missing. My mama went to go get the oil. I'm missing the tube over here. Has a little slit, so we're gonna put this new tube right here that goes to over here. I already put the two hoses over here. Everything down here looks good. There's just that shiny paint. I painted over a little bit. I'm sorry I didn't get too pressure cleaning with it. Usually, people will graffiti or do something inside. I wanted to put like my name and her name inside and all that, but there's no time for that right now. There ain't no time for that. I put the shield over here. I wasn't gonna throw that shield on, but I decided to do it. These axles are new. I put the hoses. I had to loosen up the power steering belt through here. You see how it has a little guide that slides right there? Through here. And I put the compressor on. I'll probably put some more oil, some PG 46 or whatever it's called, PAG 46. Squirt it in there with the thing, because if it doesn't have oil, it will not suck in the AC. So anyhow, basically it's just missing the intake. I already cleaned it up. The mass airflow sensor, everything else is connected. Every single thing. This goes over here. And the intake, I'm going to try to see if I run it to the top. I do not want her to run the filter to the bottom. It's a new engine, like I said. I dedicated some time to it, Timing chain, everything right. It caught a little scratch, but it's all right. We can retouch it up. Got to fill up the power steering. Got to do a few things to turn it on. I already put the spark plugs. These plugs are a little bit crispy. Like this one over here is kind of like breaking. You see that? So I'm trying not to mess with it too much. Other than that, the whole complete engine is already assembled. I put the sway bar. I adjusted the belt of the 17 belt of the alternator and the compressor and the crankshaft. I put the crankshaft already in there. It's a plug that goes down here for the crank position. That's it right there. And there's the oil filter. Remember, when you're going to take out this bottom base, you have to take this out because it has a screw in there. And you have to take it out kind of like I use the same exact tools that came in the boats to remove the head. It's a special hex tool and stuff like that. No catalytic. Seen that? It breathes. I put a new filter there. A new gasket, forgive me. Basically, everything's already done. Just needs gear oil, transmission fluid. And after that, put some coolant and try to turn it on. This is just cosmetic stuff. I call it cosmetic stuff, but look at that wheel, how it dances. Left and right. When you look at the tie and rod, you'll be like, damn. See that? That's the play it has. So the tie-in rods, I'm not too convinced with. Hopefully it's not the hubs that got worn out. These bushings, it needs them right here. But I could do that later on in life. I'm not gonna lie to you. To do the coilover, to mount these bottom bushings, which they're bad, it wasn't ham and cheese. So basically the whole car is complete. Thank you, my Lord Jesus. There's the new AC compressor. Everything is there. I've double checked every single thing. The starter would have been nice to paint it because you see how it's a little full compared to all the other stuff. But I didn't have enough paint. I'll go ahead and put the new filter. People like to pre-fill it because that's what it says. But inclusive manufacturers have stopped telling people to pre-fill it because the thing about pre-filling it is that it's unfilterized oil that's going directly into your engine. So it's better to just put it on dry and then let it circulate. And I tightened up the link, the shift link from park to shift. So basically, I have done everything already. I installed everything, and now I need to get this because this is the only freaking mistake I did. That it broke over there. I twisted it by mistake. It was my bad. It's an expensive little mistake too, because it's like $200 at the dealer. So, other than that, we could go ahead and start it. Once we put coolant, they want to go get it. I adjusted this. This was very loose. I adjusted it better. Put some transmission fluid. I already connected everything here. The hose that goes there. Everything. Everything, my G's. Every single thing. Other than that, that's it. All right, guys. Okay.